What is poppin', everybody? So, this is Empress J, the Healing Oracle, and I'm tapping back in, okay, for another day with another message as always, okay? I hope that you woke up feeling happy, healthy, wealthy, beautiful, wonderful, all of the things, okay? And ready to just for more for like, what's the end of January gonna bring? What's February gonna bring? What's over 24 already? Like this is popping already, right? So let's talk about it. Let's get into that. Like, what's the messages that we need to know, like moving forward, right? So anyway, thank you for everybody who's liked, shared, commented, viewed, just came through, you know what I'm saying? Like viewed my joint, like checked on me, want to know what the hell I talking about. Like, hello, I am Empress J, okay? And thank you to all my subscribers that have come back, like my OGs that have been here from day one. Like, I love you. I love everybody. But those who constantly rock with you through everything, right? Off and on, 111 on the clock. That's everything to a person who's trying to just do what they're supposed to do whenever it's supposed to come out. That's when you're going to get it, right? Sometimes I want to come on here and give messages, but it's not proper. It's not that day to do that. You know what I'm saying? So inviting you, sorry to say. As always, I want to come through when it's time to, right? So, as always, I want to talk about your mind. I want you to make sure that you're doing it right. Like, know that you control it. You control it. Your mind can control you if you allow it, right? It's part of you, just like your heart, right? They have to be in sync. But the main thing that you need to work on first, while you trying to like get your shit together, trying to work on yourself, this the mental. You have to have control over how things come in, what stays when they come in. You know what I'm saying? What you do with the junk that's in there, like how you flow with it, how you use it to cultivate who you are and propel you forward, right? You control it. It does not control you. But when you have control of your mind, then you can have control of your heart. You have control of everything. You have control of how you use it, right? You have to be kind to it. And the way you're kind to it is by exercising it. It's just like it is a muscle. Your brain is the main muscle in your body. So just like you working out your arms and your body, and if you don't, you better get to it. You got to do movement in your body, movement in your brain, movement with your heart, right? You got after trauma and pain, and you've learned how to become a newer you, right? You have to make sure that you are controlling how you're using your main vessels, right? Okay, so with your brain, your mind, okay, you have to make sure now, like, yeah, negative stuff's going to always be around us. It's always going to be able to be seen and felt. But how you let that shit drain you or entertain your spirit too long, that's up to you. That's up to you. So when you got to sit alone, you have to sit alone to work on your life, to work on the tough stuff, to work on like being alone and having to figure out that being alone is not a sentence. It is actually a blessing. It gives you time to be with you. It gives you time to work on your life. It gives you time to work on how you want to be seen when it's time for you to be seen. It is okay to be quiet and still, because you have to know that that is when the work is being done in here and in here, okay? And you need that to be your better self. You can't be working on a better you with noise. How can you really hear God? His voice sometimes is quiet because he wants you to really listen. But once you get real quiet, he gets loud and you can't do nothing but hear your higher power, the angels, your ancestors, Orishas, your past on loved ones, whatever you have opened yourself up to now. You can hear them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you put on your body to allow you to remember, like I have an unk right here. I never forget that I'm constantly protected by my angels, my ancestors. This is my ancestors right here. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm constantly protected. So when I fall victim to negative thoughts and old ways of being, I'm looking at my body. I'm looking at my art, the things I put on myself to help me remember who I am now. And even if that's not something that you do, how do you remind yourself of who you are today? There should be things around you that help you remember that you're of the light, not the darkness. But we all know that we have to have it all, right? But we become one with it. But you got to be right up here, so you can be right in here. So when stuff is happening in life, like there's so many things we cannot control. We can't control shit that's happening on outside of this body. But how I do what I do know, and how what I can control, y'all, bear with me, it's so much. What I can control is how I let this shit affect me. How I let this shit work on my mind, my heart, my spirit, the way I grind, the way I work with God. Nothing can bother that. There are times when I don't hear it as loudly. So now I send and I ask, like, is there something going on? What do I need to work on today that will allow me to get that voice back? Like I can't, it's quiet. I can't hear anything. And a lot of times when then I know that I need to sit by myself. I gotta work on some stuff within my mind. Like maybe I have some stuff that's getting ready to come up in my spirit that I still have not dealt with, and I need to sit alone and let those thoughts come and work on that. And then also asking my higher powers that be that I know rock with me, right? Help me to feel better. Help me to understand. This is what we're doing now to feel better in the mind, and better in the heart and the spirit. But I'm never sitting alone for no reason. You have to know you gotta sit alone. When God say sit down, He don't say He show you. He don't talk. He just do it. He talk in here if you listen, but a lot of God's actions, what He do, He just do it. That's how we supposed to be in life too. Like, you talk about it. You just do it. You get a plan and you do it. But you can't do that if there's noise. You hear that shit all the time. You gotta quiet it down. Like I gotta constantly remind myself of that as well. The more you get spiritual, I don't care how high up you are in your frequency, you still need to remember who you be, and you still get tested. Every day is a test, right? You don't fail the test. Get quiet. If you don't got no noise around, then you can't do shit but listen. That's the point now. You are the only person that can make your life better, right? By getting stronger with God. Because you can't, whatever you believe in, we all believe in something different, right? Even if we don't say we believe in something, there could be something on your spirit that you just worked on over life, like to know. Like some people say, just believe in like the paying attention to the seasons and how the day go, they feelings, but they don't believe in God or anything like that. But they know that there's something. Okay, whatever. Have that though, because without that is when we fall victim to the constant negativity of life and the harshness of it. But when you have your mind right and you know God's gonna do this and that and the third, like you don't know how, you don't know when, you just know to listen. You just know paying attention, like signs, symbols, all the stuff going on in your life, man, ain't shit a coincidence. And a lot of my messages are reiteration because God be like, they not listening. If you want to get better, we want to get better as a whole, right? Got to start somewhere. It takes one to set a trend, and it starts with you sitting alone and wondering, who the fuck am I? Like, if you constantly are going through things, why are you going through that? Are you asking yourself that? Can't nobody outside of you answer that question. When you're asking yourself, you're really asking the higher powers that be to help you with me. Like when I ask thee, I'm asking me. Spirit will talk to you in ways that you will not believe when you allow yourself to listen and believe. Okay? Pay attention to your cycles. Pay attention to your life cycles. What is constantly happening? Every couple years, does it get better or does it get worse? Does it get bad? Does it get better? Okay? And have you worked on how you get it where you need it to be? Because, see, at the end of the day, it's all about you and it's all about me and it's all about what we want to see, not about what other people think we should be or how we should feel to be, whatever. It's all about you and it's about me. It's about how we allow ourselves to shine and how we allow ourselves to be dimmed. You are the conductor of that train, right? So it goes as fast or as slow as you want, but know that you can't go fast, like running like the hare, right? You gotta go slow like a turtle so that the turtle is paying attention to everything that's around. and seeing things as they're happening, right? Like kind of slow motion. So like you could put things together quicker when you see it slow. But when it's moving real fast, like it's hard to pay attention and to fix things as they're coming, right? Because it's just everything all over the place. But when you go slow, you actually move faster because you can see the way. It's just I don't. It's just something. It's a sway. It's a flow. It's so much easier when you just go with the flow of yourself in life, right? But you know that you can change the current as you need to, as it like matters, like as you need to change your course, right? When you start wanting something different, the more you listen, the more you want, the better you want to be, the more things change for you and for me. So, like, if you want certain things out of your life, like, go get it. Nothing can hold you back but you, right? Nothing can hold us back from being our best self, our best person, learning who we really came here to be. Nobody can stop that. Nothing. Even if you've made bad choices before, and even if, God forbid, like you put yourself in a bad situation, unless you are on the other side of this life, that's the only time when you can't change anything. Like everything can be changed, everything can be worked on, everything can be grown, like from wherever you're at. But it starts with you. It starts with self. It starts with understanding the mind. It starts with like removing things and people and places and even as things come in, like I was telling my daughter, like you got to give yourself more love. You know what I'm saying? What I started doing was giving myself more love, like noticing, like I need to eat. I didn't eat this morning. Let me go eat. Let me get up right away and make my breakfast. If that's something I struggle with, like making sure I eat on time, that's the first thing I'm doing for myself, and I feel better after I do it. Make my breakfast. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take care of other people as I take care of myself. I'm not going to put them above myself because there's no one above me. It's me. You understand? So, like, yeah, our kids and our people, they matter, bro. They matter. But we cannot love on them if we don't love on ourselves. Like, I'm going to show you how to love you and how to love me by me loving me first. That's how you do it. Like, you got to love you first. Like, what makes you feel great in the morning? What makes you feel good when you feel bad? Like, when you need to, like, when you feel down, do you just eat something warm and go to sleep and let yourself release and then wake up and feel better? Like, what do you do to make you feel better? And if you don't have something, work on that. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's what I was here to come and purvey today, like give to you. You know what I'm saying? Happy Sunday, by the way, and just make sure you constantly tightening this up so that you can keep this open and clear. Like the more you understand in your heart, it like okay, thank you, Spirit. The more you understand your heart through your mind, right? Because they talk to one another all the time. So why would you not be inclined to be working with them individually so that they can get in sync? And when you fall out of alignment, you will know. But you don't know if you're not quiet and you're not one with inside. Like being in one within here is one with outside with God. Then everything else just flows. And when it don't work right, it really work well. It really do. You don't think it's working out, but then you see that everything has its place and its time, and everything works out for a reason. And then you don't question things. You don't question. You ain't got time to question because you're paying attention. You're writing things down. You're paying attention, but you're not overly hung up on any attachments to anything. Being disciplined and moving slow is being detached from the knowing. It's being detached from the having to know what the fuck is going to happen at the end of this. The only thing I'm concentrated on is how I am getting through every day, how I'm allowing things to affect me, how I'm allowing myself to gain knowledge and what I'm doing with that, how I'm allowing myself to become better, and how I stay stagnant and constantly working on the things that I need to work on with me. That's what's going to make me better. Not paying attention to too much of the outside. Yeah, I gotta see things, but it's up to me what I let stay, what I let reign free in my mind and in my brain, in my heart and in my soul. Because at the end of the day, my life is a reflection of the things that I think and the things that I allow inside of me. You can see what I think by looking around me. And that's how it is within all of us. Okay, your life is a true reflection of how you are inside. and what you think inside, like of yourself. That's the way you treat other people. So if you are a harsh person all the time, then it's something that you're reflecting from the inside. There's something that you're dealing with in here and in here because you're not one with yourself. It's very easy to spot once you become one with yourself and you constantly work on staying there. It's not easy, but it gets easy when you know what to do and you know how to like put a put your boundaries up, right? So you don't block your life. You don't block yourself from your blessings or from knowing and understanding things, right? But you give boundaries to things that don't serve you. So you know when something's not working, you don't let it stay not working too long in your life. You just keep walking and you don't even say anything. You don't let it reign free inside. You just keep with the flow, okay, and you don't hold on. So then that's how you become free, that's how you become open. So discipline becomes freedom because you have already cultivated and learned the ways of being better with you, with me, with what I see, how I feel about the things I see. Once I become one with all of that, can't nothing rock me. Yeah, I'm gonna go through life stuff and I'm still gonna get agitated, but I know how to work on that. I know that when I get too filled up with stuff, God's gonna like I get agitated. I gotta sit by myself. I gotta take a couple naps. I gotta like drink some tea. I gotta be by myself. I haven't did it. So that means you know what I'm saying? I must not have done that enough. So then I gotta be like, oh, let me get back to myself, right? Ain't no messages coming through, right? Like something's going on. I pay attention to myself. But I can't do that if I have all this unnecessary noise in my life and in my way. I can't even see the way forward. If there's a lot of stuff, there's always going to be a boulder falling into my pathway. I got to see it before it comes so I know how to get out the way. A lot of times you can pay attention to the boulder and you will feel the temperature change in your life when you know how to pay attention to it because there ain't no drain in your life. So you ain't doing nothing but seeing, feeling, and paying attention and moving forward with the flow of yourself in your life. Hope you got something good out the message. You know what I'm saying? Like paying attention to yourself is key. When you get quiet, everything right. The things that you need to pay attention to get loud. And the things that don't matter, get quiet. You know it is what it is. I'm more powerful than that. And another thing before I end this, know this, that when we break each other down, when we say things that harm one another, right? We breaking down the resolve that we supposed to have within each other. We supposed to allow it, like help each other be strong. If I'm constantly bigging you up and constantly letting you know you are everything you need to be, you the bomb, you the shit, the world cannot break you. You know, there's a lot of things out here that's made to bring us down. But if I'm working on me like that, I'm going to give you that energy too. I'm going to tell you, you everything you need to be. You're the fucking best. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you out there in the world knowing that. Don't let nobody tear you down. The world will tear us down enough if we allow them to. But if you don't allow them, you have your armor of God and who you are, your mind, right, oneness with self and soul and spirit and everything. You cannot be broken. Then it bounces off of you. Then you show the next one. This how you be. Then we work together. We become a team of individuals who's doing nothing but giving out positivity, right? Because that's what we see. Because we worked on it. You will let your experiences of your life and the things that you've been through make you the best you that you could be. So nothing could ever break you. Nothing out here, nothing that can happen, natural disasters, whatever God's plans are, none of that stuff is sent to shake you or break you. And you'll know that. And it'll be a reflection on how you are in the world. And then all of us be like that, then we can never be brought down to any lower level. Then we're all living at the highest level of ourselves. Then we are always on a godlike energy level. Then you can never go wrong. But you got to get there first, right? So we get our energy out so we don't break other people. We make other people. We make them better because that's what we want for ourselves. We may not have had that. So as you making yourself better, you do that for other people. That energy you feel in yourself, you feel great. Look at your life. Look at the things you've overcome. Let that make you powerful. You are the person walking with the lion, that strength. Remember who you are. So you give that to other people. You know what I'm saying? You give them that strength too. You lend them some of your strength so that they know what to work on for themselves. You give them a little bit so that they can work on that, grow it inside. It says take a little bit. You are the best you need to be. You know what I'm saying? You everything. You beautiful, you handsome, you everything you need to be. You know what I'm saying? Know it. Grow on it in your mind and let your heart allow you to put that armor up around your body of God and self and oneness. Get into everybody you meet so that if they weak, they become a little stronger just by meeting you. Okay? And when you fall short and you need more energy, take time to yourself and with God. Go do some exercise, move your body. You know what I'm saying? Run a little bit, sit alone, go outside in the cold. Get one with God's self soul. You know what I'm saying? Just do that and watch. We all gonna make a better life for each one of us in the ones to come. And we're gonna show our ancestors that we are not lost. We are not. Okay? So each one teach one, each one make another one better by making yourself better first. Okay? Put your mask on first before you put on somebody else's. Show them how to do it. But you got to see how to do it first. So first, you got to follow before you lead. So if you see somebody doing something that's making some sense, pay attention to what God's throwing your way. That lifeline. Jump on it. Pay attention. Okay? I'm Empress J, the Healing Oracle. I love you. I love you. Happy New Year again. Let's get this year right, bro. Everything led us to this year. Everything we've been through brought us here. I'm Empress. Take care of yourself. Later.